the windup. And it looks like they were going bunt again.
Another bunt attempt. Maybe they see something. Maybe you see a hole in the Saguaro defense. Maybe
Yeah, they're starting to play up now. 3-0 the count.
now.
And another bunt attempt, but it will be called strike.
Matt, as I'm looking and I'm thinking now, it could be due to the same side pitching, back-to-back batters, lefty lefty. Maybe they don't like that matchup.
Yeah, that's definitely a possibility. And they will walk Jane Ord. Now up, Abigail Verstegen.
Stegan's no joke at the plate herself. She's batting 479, sub 3 ERA on the mound as well. So she's doing both sides of it for the team.
Strike one as Ord almost stole on that one. Took a very big lead. Ball one as Ord took another huge secondary lead there.
Yeah. The Moronis pitches have been.
And there she goes. And she is safe.
As I was saying, Matt, the leads make sense to me. Moronis has been struggling to find the zone, and even when she has, they've pulled the corners. So there's been some good steal attempt opportunities being that far outside the zone.
Definitely. Another ball here. The count is 3-1.
Really struggling to find her command right now.
And strike two.
She's a good strike. That'll get the confidence going maybe a little bit. Got a full count again.
Yep, we'll see what Verstappen can do. And another walk. Logan Jenkins now up to bat.
While I emphasized Arcadia's pitching in the opening, the batting is also really no joke. Pitching is just their main strength, but you definitely do not want to allow a lot of base runners to this 11-win team.
No, definitely not. Not sure exactly what's going on here in the delay. Ball one. Foul ball.
I think I think that was our first contact of the game besides the bunts.
Yeah,
Foul ball. Just
yep.
kind of crazy to think about.
Yeah, very crazy to think about. And a line shot up the middle, and looks like one run will score. And it will be 1-0 Arcadia as Ord scores on that run.
That's a nice piece of hitting. Finally, Arcadia got a pitch center cut down the middle, able to make good barrel contact on it, and just line it up the middle for a RBI single.
Olivia Baumgardner now up to bat. Strike one there. First and second, one out. Arcadia threatening here. Strike two.
Now Moronis is really starting to find her command. Some good strikes in. Pitches aren't as far outside the zone later on in this inning. Ooh.
Ooh, ball one there. 1-2 the count. 2-2 the count now.
Just missed that lower away corner.
Ooh, and that one hits Baumgartner as it will be bases loaded with one out for Emma Lucas.
Lucas, the freshman, big opportunity coming up with the bases loaded.
Big opportunity indeed. We'll see if she can cash out. Ball one.
Madam, I don't know if you see it too. It seems like the approach is to pitch a lot of these hitters low and away right now.
Yes, yes, I'm definitely seeing that right now. As that will be a pop fly and a run will score. And it will be 2-0 Arcadia. Fly ball, excuse me.
I think in that situation, aside from a strikeout, that's probably your best bet, especially with how dangerous this lineup. Now you got two outs. Still could preserve it at a 2-0 lead.
Vivian Spire now up to bat. Want to know the count? Or sorry, 0-1, excuse me. Outside again, 1-1. To first, and an easy out as Saguaro gets out of the inning. And we'll be right back when Saguaro comes up to bat. And we are back to Saguaro versus Arcadia softball. Sophia Chenard up to bat.
She was another one we mentioned in the opening. 630 batting average.
And the first pitch of the game will be foul.
And 18 games, too. That's just absurd.
That is absurd. Yeah. You don't see that very often. Very talented player right there. Abigail Verstegen on the mound. 0-1 the count on Chenard. Ball
No,
outside, 1-1.
no shock to pitching for Stegen. ERA leader on the team by far. The next best pitcher has an ERA over 7. She is sub 3.
And that one almost got to us. Foul. 0-1-2 the count, excuse me. The windup. And they'll say no swing on that. 2-2 the count. Foul again.
Real good contact by Chenard in this at bat too. She's fine on her pitch. She just can't seem to square it up right now.
We'll see if she can. 2-2 the count. And that one will drop and go past the left fielder. Chenard rounding second.
It's just a good piece of hitting. Every pitch in that bat, she got away. And you can see why she has a high batting average. She tried to pull it away with it. Just impressive to watch.
Very impressive to watch as Melina Morones is now up to bat. Swings through that one as nobody home at third, and Chenard will score.
Wow.
And it will be 2-1 in this first inning.
Just like that.
Nobody was covering the bag, and Chenard went home.
Well,
Ronnie's still up to bat. Gets that one. And over the head of the right fielder. Rounding second. And into third is Morones.
and I was just about to say she has a chance to help herself out on the mound. She had a man on second, but that got home obviously on the stolen base. She squared that ball up well, and the sun is blazing here, so it's not shocking that right fielder couldn't see the ball and just goes right over her head, and easy triple for Moronis.
Yep, as Haley Holiday will now step up to the plate with a chance to tie this game.
Now be aware, Matt, she is the team's home run leader. She has 5 on the season. She is also batting .564.
Ball one. No, they'll call that one a strike.
No slouches at the top of the Saguaro lineup. They come out really hitting hard, and we've seen that in the first 2 batters of the game.
Indeed. As the windup fouls it back, 0-2. Verstegen. The windup. And ball up, 1-2 the count. Fouls that one back.
Almost had to golf that one out of the dirt, doing anything to stay alive.
Coach Allen giving some words of encouragement to Holiday here. And swings through that one, and that will be the first out of the inning.
Nice pitch. Verstegen just off to a straight gas. Holiday couldn't catch up to it, and that's a big out.
Big out indeed. We'll see if Alexis Simpson can cash in for those Sabercats. Bunts there. third base side, and that goes through the third baseman's legs and will be safe. Or no, they'll call a foul. Or
Honestly, that's the best thing that could happen to Simpson in that situation. Third baseman picks that up. It's called a fair ball, and she probably would have been out on that play. So luckily, it went through her legs, and now she's got another opportunity.
yep. Ball outside.
That was a strike.
Oh, sorry, strike my bad.
Yeah. This umpire has late calls. It's not on you.
And that
Oh,
one,
why? That's a good called foul too.
yeah.
Lots of early fair foul calls in the first 2 innings of a game. They've been very close.
Yep, very close indeed. And we don't have a good vantage
No,
point
we
of the
gotta
left field line to begin with.
we gotta lean over.
Simpson. And that ball will be in the dirt.
Ball bounced before it could even reach the batter's box.
1-2 the count. Ball outside.
And it seems to be the strategy of both teams is targeting these hitters away. They do not want to pitch inside. And I think that speaks to both teams' abilities to square the ball up.
Simpson to short. And it goes over the catcher's head. And that will score a run as Simpson goes into second.
Well, in that situation, Simpson did her job perfectly. Less than 2 outs, you got a runner on third. The big goal is just get the runner home. And she did that. Now we have ourselves a tie game.
As Cameron Christensen is now up to bat, seeing if the SaberCats can take the lead here in the first inning. Tries to square that one up for a bunt.
Bunt attempt. They're not even
It's
watching.
stolen base there.
Caught me off guard for a second. I didn't see it the last second either.
Yeah, late steal attempt, and she's safe. 0-1 the count. Foul.
And that's also huge because it creates another opportunity where, I mean, she doesn't even have to get a hit. She can just get a ground ball, fly out. Creates a massive opportunity now to take the lead.
Yes, indeed. 0-2 on Christensen. 1 out. Simpson on third.
Ooh.
That'll be 1-2 now, the count. Foul back.
Nice pitch to get it inside and on her hands. Couldn't do much with that. Instead of just chop it over behind the dugout foul. 1-2. Just trying to protect, stay alive, do what you can.
1-2. Swings through that one, and that will be a strikeout. 2 outs in the inning as Tyler Moog comes up to bat.
I'm intrigued, Matt, by all these walk-up songs. I'm waiting for the next one. They've been hitting so far.
Definitely, definitely. Bringing me back. As it'll be a called strike 1 on Moog.
both
Ball one.
both teams been very good at working the counts and working each at bat, making these pitchers work. I mean, we're still in the first inning.
Yep, been very labor intensive for both pitchers here. So that'll be ball two.
That'll be 2 balls, 1 strike. And it may be so labor intensive for the pitchers, they're just missing these corners. I mean, by mere centimeters.
Foul back.
Baseball field's getting some work over there themselves. Lots of foul balls been back there.
Yeah. 2-2 the count. 2 outs. 2-2. The pitch. And that will be called strike three as we will go to the top of the second inning. We'll be right back with Arcadia up to bat. And we are back to softball between Arcadia and Saguaro. Evelyn Bowling now up to bat. Called strike one.
2-2 after 1 inning. We've kind of seen both teams even out. Did that did it sound like it hit around the helmet to you?
Yeah, it did, but must have just hit the catcher's
If it hit
helmet.
the glove? I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know.
'Cause it sounded like that plastic kind of crack. I don't know.
Yeah, definitely. 1-1 the count. Now 2-1. Swings through that
Pitch.
one. 2-2.
Ronas definitely seems a little more settled in to begin this inning.
Definitely hitting the zone harder.
Wow.
Nice pitch there, but it'll be called ball three as we will have a full count here. Swings through that one, and that will be out one of the inning
Straight gas from Moronis.
as Vivian Green will come up to bat. Fouls that one back.
I really love the approach this inning so far of at least attacking the hitters more. not being careful and working away and around the zone, just coming after them.
Yeah, definitely will lead to less labor-intensive innings as that'll be strike one.
Strike two.
Strike two, sorry. It's kind of hard to see the scoreboard from here, too.
It's that glare of the sun too.
Yeah. And that'll be
Wow.
a punch out there. As a quick second out there.
Quick work of this bottom of the order so far.
Quick work indeed. As we will go back to the top of the order with Sydney Kelly.
So that you get the bottom two of the lineup, and now you get back up Sydney Kelly, who's probably the second best hitter on this Arcadia team right now.
1-0 the count.
And with that, maybe we'll see the approach of going back to being careful. Maybe it was just the bottom of the order. Felt she could attack him more.
Seems to be going away to her now. 2-0 the count. Foul back.
Or back towards us.
Yep. So that'll be 2-1. Two and one the count.
Up and away again.
Yep. 3-1 now. And that will be hit down the left field line. Kelly rounding first. And we'll get into second. And the
Throws
you're right,
away.
throws it away, and Kelly will get into third.
You fielding miscue errors from both teams in these first couple innings. And one of them resulted in a run.
Yep. Communication needs to be better. As Jane Ord will come up to bat.
They're right back into danger. Is exactly the person you want up at the plate with an RBI opportunity.
Yes, indeed. 1-0 the count. Foul back. One and one the count.
Or looks like the best shot she has of hitting a hole is right up the middle. There's a huge gap in the middle of the infield that she could just hit a grounder right through.
Right. So that will be foul back again.
You could drive a truck through that middle of the infield right now.
Yeah,
easily.
someone's got to plug that gap. 2-2 the count. And that will be strike three, and that'll be the end of the inning. We'll be right back with Saguaro up to bat. And we are back. Saguaro now up to bat. Laney Paul is the batter. As we get to the bottom of the order. Paul gets that one to right field, and the catch will be made.
Caught the sun that battled the sun that time.
Yep,
She's
again.
1-1 versus the sun.
Yep. Now Kaya Maywalt up to bat.
Motley Crue. Going real old school on us now.
Oh, yeah. Ball up.
Ooh.
Swings through that one. 1-1.
Seeing the same thing with Verstegen this inning as we did Moronis. Very, very settled down, good composure, finding the zone well.
Yes, indeed.
Wow. Just missed low.
Yep, just missed low. 2-1 the count.
There's strike.
Strike there. 2-2 the count now. Playing a little Sweet Caroline now. Going real old school on us.
Feel like I'm at Fenway Park. Outside.
Yep, ball outside. Full count now.
That would look. Seems like she's missed a couple times down low, but seems like she's had most of her success when she tries to hit that low and away corner. She lets that strike call the most. Really getting in her head with the 3-2 counts of Saguaro dugout.
As it will be fouled back over the dugout. Still full.
I'm gonna test it after the Zoom.
Oof.
Swings through that one.
Time went up high.
High heat, and it will be 2 outs here in this inning. Allison Stroud now up to bat.
There's
Strike one.
another late call.
Yeah.
Feels like he's almost thinking about it for a second. Like
Yeah, definitely.
no gut instinct on.
Swings through that one. Foul tip. 0-2.
Yeah, it really feels like Verstegen's found her footing.
Definitely. Great composure right now.
Just catching the corners, getting it by hitters.
And more importantly, ignoring the noise of the Saguaro dugout. As she swings through that one, and that will be the end of the inning. We'll be right back for Arcadia to bat. And we are back. Arcadia now up to bat. Abigail Verstegen. That'll be high, ball one.
Well, we expected a good matchup, Matt.
And we're certainly getting
And
it.
gotten it so far. We've gotten two polarizing innings. Both pitchers seem settled in now.
Fouls that one back. 1-1.
And what a way to start the inning with a battle of both pitchers.
It's a lost start, pitchers hitting.
I want it to come back.
I
I'm a
want it to
fan.
come back too. I'm a fan of it as well.
Yeah,
And that will be foul, but just out of reach.
I mean, it's Diamondbacks fans. So Ryan Nelson get that pinch hit last inning.
Definitely.
Might be
That
thinking-
was exciting baseball.
We've had some pretty good hitting pitchers in the desert.
Oh,
we
yeah.
had Greinke,
Oh yeah.
Bumgarner.
Oh, yeah.
We don't talk about his pitching.
As that'll be a base hit up the middle for Verstegen.
That's no shocker. She's one of their best hitters. I talked about last inning how that hole up the middle is still really large. Maybe they'll take advantage of it until Saguaro decides they want to close that gap.
Definitely, as Logan Jenkins will come up to bat. Swings back. Foul back, excuse me. 0-1. 0-1 the count. And a bunt right there. We'll see if they'll go to second. She'll be out.
What a heads up play by Moronis there. It's a really nice bunt she laid down.
Yeah.
Jenkins. It was right in front of the plate. Hard to get to. You have about four Saguaro players coming to get it. Moronis picks it up quick strike throw to second, and there's one down in this inning.
Olivia Baumgartner up to bat. Foul back.
Baumgartner is the team's leader in RBIs, so elite at driving in runs.
See if she can drive in a run here as Baumgartner got a good or Jenkins got a good secondary lead on that one, but did not go. 1-1 the count.
Oh,
2-1 now.
oh,
Foul back again.
I don't know about you, Matt, but I feel like I'm noticing this umpire zone feels really small.
It does.
Like
It does.
Like he certainly makes you work for your strikes. At least what I've seen so far. That's
Fly ball and over the head of the left fielder. And she'll be going home as that'll be a run scored for Arcadia and a double for Baumgartner.
Bumgarner gets her 20th RBI on the season. That was just tough for Lainey Paul to get a good track of. As we in Arizona here, the sun, it's gonna block your eyes a little bit. Looks like she had a
Definitely.
little bit of trouble with it,
Definitely.
but you know.
As Emma Lucas now up to bat.
The only reason I'm not here is because Mickey has Liz. So, like, doesn't she needs help?
It's another one that looked like it hit the zone, but
Yeah. But it will be a ball. 1-1 the count.
I've been at a lot of Stratton baseball games and a lot of Arcadia baseball games. Okay.
Foul ball. 1-2.
And these two strike counts seems to be where both pitchers have looked to go to that high fastball, blow it past hitters.
We'll see if she goes there this time.
I would expect either she's going to go that or she might go away again.
She'll go high, but no taking, no offering for Lucas.
There were no hits going into the sixth inning, so it's kind of boring. But it was
And swings through that one, and that'll be a strikeout.
And with softball, a lot different than baseball. Those high pitches are really tough to hit, especially if you can get some heat on them. It just looks like a blur.
Vivian Spire up. It was a hit and run, but no dice, and that'll be the end of the inning.
it's good to struggle now because you don't.
And we will be back with Saguaro up to bat. And we are back to the bottom of the third inning here at Saguaro. Sophia Chenard now up to bat.
I don't mean to be biased, but this is my favorite walk-up song
Oh,
of the bunch.
definitely.
This is
Love it.
very nostalgic.
Very nostalgic indeed. Now below 1-0.
So I think both pitchers have opted. They start low early in the count, but they've been going higher later in the count because they're not. Doesn't appear that the umpire's giving them that call that much on those low pitches.
Also want to change the eye level too of the hitters, as she will foul that one back.
Oh, 100%. And I think both of the fastballs for both of these pitchers have been their best pitch, and they've been able to really work it by both hitters. And it's been very successful in these past 2 innings.
Very successful indeed. 1-1 the count. And she bunts that one. That's a good bunt. And she'll be safe.
Well, Chenard has really good speed coming out of the box. Creates a opportunity again. We got a pitcher coming up in a big opportunity.
Yep, Morones will be up to bat here. Foul back.
There's really some zip on that fastball. We heard it hit the backstop, and it just smacked that backstop. There's a lot of heat on that fastball, so understandable why they haven't been able to catch up to it.
Definitely. And after that labor-intensive first inning, that heat isn't going away.
No, as the game progresses, she's just gonna get more settled in,
Yep.
and the heat's just gonna it's gonna be a flamethrower by the time we get to the fourth or fifth inning.
Pull Max Scherzer or
Yeah.
Justin Verlander there.
And that's
Just get more and more heat as you go on. 1-1 the count. Ball away. 2-1.
I mean, you bring up Justin Verlander. I remember in his heyday, he was throwing 100 in the eighth inning.
Yep. Exactly why I brought it up.
One of the scariest pitchers of our generation.
Definitely, definitely. Him, Kershaw, and Scherzer.
Rona's wanted time. I think she was a little frustrated with the umpire because she didn't get it.
Yeah. As it'll be 3-1 the count.
So I'm gonna guess she's not gonna have the green light.
I'm going to guess that too. She
That's
does. And that'll dunk in there. Rounding third and safe is Chenard.
well, Morona's proved me wrong. She got a pitch right over the middle of the plate and squared it up perfectly to right field. So, I mean, she seemed a little frustrated the pitch before and that. So I shouldn't have been surprised that she was going to be going for swinging for the fences there.
As Haley Holiday will be up to bat now.
And
Runners on first and third. No outs.
and if that foul ball didn't just show it, I'll mention it again. Leading home run hitter on the team. So there's a lot of power here with first and third and nobody out. So if you're Verstegen, this is the most careful you would probably want to be in a situation.
Definitely, definitely. You could see that power stroke right there, and it was really good. As stolen base for Morones. Slow developing, but she gets in there.
So now you have one of the best power hitting hitters on the team. You have a 1-1 count. Maybe you want to be a little bit more. Well, I was going to say you might want to be a little bit more careful, but Verstegen seems to want to go right after her.
Definitely, definitely, as that one was fouled back. Just gets a piece of that one. 1-2 the count. Second and third. No outs. Potential run scoring situation here. As she swings through that one, and that will be the first out of the inning. As Alexis Simpson will come up to bat.
Huge first out. Holiday's thinking in that situation, I just got to make contact. She made pretty good contact the first couple pitches of the bat, just couldn't put anything in play, and now we're going to see if Simpson can do something with one out. Still a good opportunity, just got to get something somewhere in play. Mound visit. Stegen might be a little fatigued.
Definitely some labor intensive innings, including the first inning. We will step out for a little bit and come back at the end of this mound visit. And we are back. Alexis Simpson up to bat. Second and third, one out after a mound visit.
Bumgarner really playing in at third. I mean, before that pitch even got to the plate, she was more than halfway up the third base line.
Wow. Yeah. 0-1 the count. And I'll be right back to the pitcher who will get the out.
But we're tied up now.
But we're tied up now.
Well, it wasn't the prettiest RBI ground out you'll ever see, but
Yeah.
it definitely got the job done.
It got the job done, exactly. As Cameron Christensen will come up to bat.
Christensen, the junior. We've had a few stoppages in this inning.
Yeah, between a mound visit and some other delays. Yeah, definitely.
That was really well squared up down the line.
Well squared up, but foul.
And that's been a theme. They've just been missing pitches.
Just been
The
missing.
timing just feels off. And usually when you see that in a baseball or softball game, that means the lineup's about to start breaking out.
Yep, we'll see if they can break out here in a big situation. And that'll be called strike. 0-2 the count. Christensen looking to deliver to get the go-ahead run here. And that'll be a punch out in the end of the inning. We will be back with Arcadia up to bat. 3-3. And we are back with Arcadia up to bat. Evelyn Bowling up to the plate. Squares up that one and just foul.
Well, both both teams are not being kind to us by hitting it down the third base line every time because it's tough for us to see. We have to almost lean over the table in order to see if it's fair or foul or not.
Yep. Very hard for us. Ball in the dirt. 1-1. And that will be foul back. One and two the count. Grounder.
What a
And
play.
what a play indeed by Haley Holiday.
Wasn't able to do it with the bat last inning, but able to show off her glove. Nice play at shortstop.
Yes. Very slick play there. One out here. for Vivian Green. And a grounder. Oh, missed, and she will make it to first. Another defensive miscue for Saguaro here.
Tough play. Tough play to make. It was a little bit of a pop up.
A little bit of a pop
Oh,
up,
it
but
came up on her on the ground. It's definitely an error, but
yeah,
not the easiest play to make in the world, but
no.
for sure.
Still will be scored as an error, though, as Sydney Kelly will be up to bat. Showing bunt early, but letting that one pass, so that'll be 1
And
0.
the trend continues. We get back to the top of the order, going back away, being very cautious with these top two hitters, and rightfully so.
Rightfully so, indeed, as that'll be up in the way again. 2 0 the count. Low, 3 0. Think she gets the green light here?
Yes. No.
She will not, as that one was up and away, and that'll be a walk.
I'm 0 for 2. 0 for 2 so far. I I would have thought, well, it was 3-1. 3-1 was the count.
3 0.
3-0. Oh, well, yeah, I would have thought green light. I would have thought Moronis would have tried to maybe attack the inside part of the zone.
Nope.
Was careful, wanted a four-pitch
Yep.
walk, and almost a risky decision because the next hitter up is Jane Ord, who is the best hitter on the team. So putting two men on with one out's a little scary, but we'll see if they want to attack her. Could be an approach. She's just going to ground out to second.
She'll move up the runners, though. Second and third now. 2 outs.
Matt, I think it's because there was a runner at second, but really interesting how the umpire had to make that call at first from almost the shortstop position.
Yeah. I mean,
That was a closer play than you might think, but
oh, yeah. As that'll be strike one.
good off-speed pitch low in the zone.
Yep. To Verstegen.
No, but I was just looking over. I'm like, where's the first base umpire? He's a shortstop.
Yeah, I think since they only work with 2 umpires, that's what they have to do. So,
Yeah.
as that'll be ball 1 the count.
2 outs. We've got pitcher versus pitcher and a perfect RBI opportunity.
And that'll be foul. 1-2 the count. We'll see if Verstegen can deliver here. That'll be called ball 2. 2-2 the count. Ooh,
Just stayed alive.
just got a piece of that. It'll stay 2-2.
Mostly been going low this whole at bat. You think maybe they go up?
I think they change her eye level, yeah. As she fouls that one back. And swings through that one, and that'll be the end of the inning. We'll be right back with Saguaro up to bat. And we are back to the bottom of the fourth inning here at Saguaro versus Arcadia. Tyler Moog up to bat.
3-3 game, a little over midway through here. And everybody's settled in now, so we should, a lot of times this is when the game really starts.
Foul back, and baseball field is getting a lot of foul balls here.
That's danger. That landed right in the middle of their bleachers over there.
Yeah,
Lots of fans.
yeah. Fans got to keep their heads up here.
Yeah. But it's created a good atmosphere.
Oh, definitely.
Both softball and baseball games going on at the same time.
Yeah. As it'll be 1-1 to Moog.
Moog with no batting gloves. Like, you gotta love it.
Feel the burn.
Yeah. Draws a lot.
Yeah. Actually, I think that one just grazed her ankle.
Oh, it hit her ankle.
I think so, because,
Oh, yeah, it wouldn't have been 3 ball. We were only a couple
yeah,
pitches into that.
yeah.
Wow. Well, good eye by the umpire because I didn't even see that graze her ankle. I thought it was just a little pitch in the dirt.
Yeah, and we'll get a pinch runner here.
It's gonna be Sadie Williams coming in to pinch hit or pinch run.
And Laney Paul will come up to bat.
Bring the boom. Oh, I love that.
These walk-up songs, man.
Where's the Rizzler?
Swings at that one. Up in the zone. 0-1 the count.
That high fastball has gotten both teams all day long.
Yep.
It has been the go-to pitch for Verstegen and
Morones.
Marones.
Yep, definitely. Bunts on that one, but that'll be foul. 0-2 the count. See if Verstegen goes back to the high heat. Gets her with the punch out. And here comes Sophia, or Kaya Maywald, excuse me.
Junior. Just a little high and inside.
Yep, ball one.
One down, big thing you want to avoid is that double play ball.
Definitely. So that ball will be down 2-0.
High.
Yep. Well,
Also-
they'll call it a strike.
Also, the high fastball has been working because the umpire's been a lot more favorable in his calls up in the zone.
Yep, definitely, definitely. 2-1 the count to Maywalt.
That one's just a little bit away.
3-1 the count. As they're chanting 3-1 in the Saguaro dugout. And that'll be strike two, full count.
Full count. This dugout's about to go crazy. All right. Williams will be running it first. I think you got to be swinging here. She's been
D-
given pitches in the zone.
She will not swing, but will draw the walk.
Just low there. Good eye.
Very good eye there. And up now will be Allison Stroud. Bunt here. Third base line. And it will
Oh,
go through the first baseman's glove, and a run will score. And now will be second and third with one out.
and Saguaro takes a 4-3 lead.
Yeah. And now with their one of their best hitters here, Sophia Chenard.
I mean, it was really heads up play by Bumgarner. She got to it quick. Just couldn't be handled at first base. That would have been a nice play to end the inning.
Would have been a nice play to be the second out.
Oh, second out.
Sophia Chenard now up to bat. It's a fly ball to center field, and that'll be caught. Runner will tag. And we will have a 5-3 ball game here. Sabercats up.
So makes Chenard just a great hitter. She knew the situation. Got a good drive into it out to center field. Plenty deep enough to get the run in from third.
Yep, as Melina Morones, the pitcher, will come up to bat. Two outs here. One on third.
Ooh.
As that was called a
Oh,
strike.
Wow.
Looked just a bit outside.
I'll keep my mouth shut on that one.
Fouls that one off. 0-2.
All I'll say about that pitch is if that's called a strike, I'm immediately going outside to that spot again.
I would too. I would too, definitely. Got a gift there.
Yeah. 100%.
Morones to left field, excuse me, and that'll be the end of the inning here. Arcadia will be up when we come back. And we are back. Top of the fifth inning here. 5-3 Sabercats. Logan Jenkins up to bat. Swain here goes over the head of the.
Missed both fielders there.
Yeah, missed both fielders there as Jenkins will make it safely to first.
Went over Simpson and Stroud. Just missed both fielders. A little bit of a fielding miscue.
Definitely,
Had a
definitely.
couple. Saguaro's been able to overcome it with their offense, though. is they're gonna get Simpson some glasses, and some sunglasses. That
Oh boy.
sun's really affecting us.
Yeah, it's really affecting us big time. As Olivia Bumgardner will come up to bat. Swings through that one. 0-1 the count. And that'll be called a strike. Strike 2. 0-2 the count. Ball outside.
Little waste pitch there, going outside.
1-2 the count. And
Ooh,
swings through that one. That was,
beautiful pitch to
yeah,
change up the speeds there.
yep.
Ball in the zone.
Definitely changes up the speeds and just gets her swinging real early.
You could tell Bumgarner was sitting dead red there. Fastball
Oh,
all the
yeah.
way.
As Emma Lucas will come up to bat. And it'll be ball 1. 1-0 the count. Strike 1 there.
That changeup almost feels like an ephus pitch.
It
Watching
does.
it.
It does, and it's fooling the hitters big
Yeah.
time. Fouled up. Will the catcher get it? No.
Like every time I see it, it's reminding me. Have you seen Rookie of the Year?
Oh, yeah.
It reminds me of the end of the game where he loses the magic and just right up in the air, just
A little bit of Zach Greinke there, too.
hitters licking his chops. She can throw a mean fastball too.
Yep. Definitely a very talented pitcher.
2-2.
2-2.
Didn't get the call.
Nope, but it'll be ball 3 here. Full count here. Here comes the payoff.
Wow.
Fly ball. Back and off the wall. Just off the top of the wall. That almost went out there.
Almost. It was deep. We knew it was going to be a gap shot at least a double, but I almost thought off the rip it was out of here.
Yeah, I wasn't sure though. I wasn't 100% on that. And I was right to,
Keep your composure.
yep, keep my composure there. It'll be second and third, one out.
Vivian Spire up.
Yep.
Sophomore.
In a big spot here. Can tie the game with one swing. So it'll be ball 2 there. 2-0 the count. That Ephus
That
pitch
Ephus.
again. 2-1.
That is a really good ephus too.
Yeah, it really
It has
is.
hit the zone every time.
Every single time. Gets that one into the outfield, and that'll score 1. And it goes over the catcher's head, but another run won't score as Spire goes into second.
Good opposite way hit for Spire. Gets the single and the RBI. Just over the outstretched gloves of Allison Stroud out there at second base.
Yep. And it looks like we have a pinch hitter here.
It's going to be Lucy Dreyer.
Big moment here. 5-4 here. Looking to take the lead possibly here.
One out, 2 Like we talk about, the the biggest goal here should be to put the ball in play.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Worst thing here you can do is strike out. No strike call there.
No. So it'll be 1-0 to Dreyer. Dreyer gets one up the middle. One run will score, and we have a tied ball game at 5 all. Still second and third, one out.
Great hit up the middle for Dreyer. Her first at bat, takes advantage of it. Clean swing, barreled it up. And what's kind of been killing Saguaro in this inning right now is the wild throws at home. Every single has been able to advance to second.
Yep, it's Big Keller. As Vivian Green will come up to bat. That'll be ball one. And we'll have a quick little mound visit here.
Yeah, Moronis just needs a little mound visit, calm down. She's not pitching bad, just few pitches over the middle of the plate that have been, one's been knocked the other way, one's been barreled up right up the middle. Just got to make sure she keeps her composure.
Yep,
Should be good to get out of this inning.
should be. Couple defensive miscues too, can't forget about that. Has kept this inning alive.
But been a very solid on the mound today.
Very, very solid indeed. 1-0 to Green.
Big thing about this inning right now too is there's still only one out.
Yep. With first base open. As it goes back to the pitcher. Got her at
What a
third.
play.
What a play indeed.
That's heads up.
Very big
We were
heads up.
just talking about the defensive miscues. Morona said she was going to just do it herself.
Yep.
Take the out at third. She was not looking towards the first base at all. She's got a big smile on her face.
Yep. As we now have first and second, 2 outs. And Kelly gets it off the right field line. One run will score. And they're waving her around, and she is out, and that'll be the end of the inning.
That's going to give Arcadia the lead at 6-5, though. The run did get out in before the final out.
Yep. And we will cut to break and come back with Saguaro up to bat. And we are back to the bottom of the fifth inning here. Saguaro versus Arcadia. Arcadia just took a 6-5 lead as Haley Holiday is now up to bat for Saguaro and will look to get on base here. Pitch outside. 1-0. Foul down the left field line. One, 1-1 the count.
Pitch on the outside.
Very good pitch, as that'll be strike 2, 1-2 the count. Pitch outside again. 2-2. And it will be full here. Big at bat to try and get the get someone on, as Saguaro is down by 1 here. The 3-2 chance to commence and goes over the outstretched arm of Kelly, as Holiday will round for second.
Big power bat. The little dance at second base. It will get a good slugging percentage too. Just barreled that up into the gap, gets a nice double.
Alexa Simpson now up to bat. Simpson fouls that one. Just foul. 0-1 the count. Going real old school with center field here.
CCR John Fogerty. Down the line.
Down the line, and that'll be out. But we'll move the runner to third with 1 out.
Big opportunity to tie.
Big opportunity indeed for Cameron Christensen. Christensen will bunt it down the third base line. And it will go past the outstretched arm of the first baseman, and that will tie this ball game.
The third on that. She might get home.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Richie, oh my. And Saguaro takes the lead on a little league home run there. I don't believe I've seen something like that happen.
That ball just kept rolling.
It just kept rolling
in right field. She couldn't get to it. Just got out of the outstretch. That's always a tough play to make off your back foot running in from third. Just got out of the outstretched arm. She did it earlier in the inning.
Yep.
But
still no excuse to let it.
I don't think she was betting on it rolling all the way to the right field fence, though.
No, definitely not. As Tyler Moog will be up to bat, as we have a 7-6 lead for Saguaro, and they will look to lengthen that lead. So it'll be 1-0 to Moog. Moog, fly ball, and that will be caught.
Another ball that had some carry to it. Just wasn't able to get over the fence.
Yep. As that'll be the second out of the inning here. And Laney Paul will be up to bat.
See if she can bring the boom.
as that one is fouled back. Hopefully no one was hit by that.
Always got to be concerned a little bit.
Oh, just a
Just
little bit.
a lot of people walking around
Uh,
here, especially with 2 games going on.
oh yeah. If you're not paying attention, never know. So that'll be ball two or ball one, excuse me.
1-1.
1-1. That'll be ball two there.
Looked
Yeah, that looked like a strike to me.
looked like a good pitch, but
Looked like a really good pitch. Yep.
there's a strike.
Yeah, there's a strike there. Is it'll be 2-2, and
2-2, 2 outs.
yep, Verstegen will look to end this inning. As Laney Paul will get it and give that one a ride, but that will be caught, and that will be the end of the inning. Arcadia will be up to bat to see if they can respond. We'll be right back. And we are back, and we will see if Arcadia can respond here in the top of the sixth inning. As time is running out, Jane Ord is up to bat.
Yeah, Jane Ord.
Swinging bunt there to Morones, and it will get past the first baseman, but Ord will stay at first.
Jord or Ord. Ord high batting average, but she's just been most of her hits have been bunts today.
Yep, yep. I mean,
Taking
it's
advantage of the defense.
if it works, it works.
Yeah.
As Abigail Verstegen, the pitcher, will come up to bat. And that'll be a ball, 1-0 the count. Ord going. That one will be fair. Ord rounding third. And that will be the equalizer there with a double for the pitcher Verstegen.
Nice hit down the line, squared it up well. Just able to keep it fair. Pitcher again helping herself out. She's going to get a pinch runner, though.
Pinch runner indeed.
It's going to be Peterson Ava.
Logan Jenkins will now be up to bat. Runner on second, no outs. Looking to take the lead here. That one fouled back.
That's a blazer black towards the bleachers.
Yeah. Hope everyone's okay once again.
I'm sure if a head gets taken off, we'll hear about it.
Yep. As that'll be 1-1 the count to Jenkins.
not go.
2-1 the count. And she gets a hold of that one, but foul down the right field line. 2-2. Jenkins gets that one down the third base line and will move the runner up.
Still one out. Or just one out.
Just one
I
out.
guess the first out.
And Olivia Baumgartner will come up to bat with a runner on third with a chance to take the lead here in the top of the sixth inning. And Baumgartner will serve that one up the middle, and a run will score, and the score will be 8-7 Arcadia.
Lots of nice hard hit singles from both teams on both sides up the middle. It's created a lot of runs and big hits in big situations.
Yep. As Emma Lucas will come up to bat.
Ball thrown into the outfield, but she was just trying to get back to first, so no advance.
1-0 the count. One out. Runner on first. That would be ball two. 2-0 the count. Here to Lucas. Ball up. 3-0. And that'll be a walk.
A little wild there from Moronis, that at bat, kind of all over the place, couldn't find her spots.
Definitely,
Maybe
definitely.
maybe that fatigue is starting to show a little bit.
Yeah. As Vivian Spire will come up to bat. And Spire will get that one up the middle. And they will hold the runners. Bases loaded, one out.
It looks like Evelyn Bowling, the freshman, is going to be put in this big situation, try and get these runs home.
Yep, Bowling will be up to bat. One out, bases loaded. Could break this game wide open here.
Absolutely.
Just
Wow,
fouls that
chopped
one off.
right back towards our bench.
Yep. 0-1 the count.
Even she doesn't even have to barrel it up all that well. She hits it down either line, although Saguaro's covering the lines pretty well.
Could just go right back up the middle. Still that gap there. So that would be ball one. That one will be in the dirt. 2-1.
Like you said, though, this is huge at bat because every time Arcadia has scored, Saguaro has responded and either almost tied or taken the lead. So
And that one popped up and caught. Big, big out.
huge out number two.
And it looks like we'll have a pinch hitter here, Mia Nasos. Looks like we have a bit of a delay here. Not sure what the holdup is.
I think he's trying to get the correction in his lineup card.
Probably. As Nasos will be in a big spot here. 2 outs, bases loaded. Up by 1 is Arcadia. And that will be strike 1. 0-1. Down the third base line, hesitating a little, but gets the out at second. And we are out of this inning, and we will be right back with Saguaro trying to respond. And we are back to Saguaro versus Arcadia. Arcadia up 8-7 in the bottom of the 6th inning. Kaya Maywalt is up to bat. Ball 1 to Maywalt.
Lineup will turn over after her, so be huge to get back to the. We got one more hitter. We got Stroud, but same thing. We'll have 2 hitters, and then we'll turn back over to the top of the lineup. Either way, Chenard, who's been great today, is going to get an opportunity in this inning.
Yep, definitely, as it's 1-1 the count to Maywalt. Fouls that one back. 1-2 the count. Third baseman and juggles it, and Maywalt will get to first safely.
Yeah, hard hit ball. That's why they call it the hot corner, Matt. Just a little bobbled, couldn't get a handle on it. And that's a huge opening base runner here in the bottom of the 6th.
We'll see if Allison Stroud can do something to drive in the run. Stroud bunts that one back. You potentially like the strategy of the bunt here?
I do. Potentially not only as a sacrifice, maybe as a base hit, because like we said, the lineup would turn over back to Chenard, who's prone to getting on base and driving in runs.
Definitely.
And
That'll be high.
that seems to be the goal of this at bat right now, is to get Maywalt up to second base and get RBI opportunities for the top of the order.
One and one. The bunt will be foul.
Just chopped at home plate. I mean, now with 2 strikes, though, you got to think they're just going to let her swing away now.
Definitely got to let her swing here. Can't afford a strikeout here. 1-2 the count. And swings through that one, and that will be the first out of the inning.
Just a tough pitch there. Away. Fastball. Couldn't get to it.
And Chenard will be up to bat. We'll see if she can do something with this at bat.
And Matt, they're going to get this song stuck in my head all day now.
It's a good song, though.
Not a bad song to be stuck in my head.
Ground ball, but
Ooh.
mishandled by the second baseman, and Chenard will make it the first safely, and all runners are safe.
What a change that is, because that could have been possibly a double play to end the inning out
Yes,
there.
my exact thoughts. As Melina Morones will come up to bat, the pitcher. Strike one.
Good fastball in the zone there.
And right back,
Doubled up.
doubled up. And SaberCats will have just 3 outs left to come back here, as Arcadia will try and strengthen their lead here. We'll be back after the break. Top of the 7th here, Arcadia up to bat, and it's the top of the order here, Sydney Kelly up to bat.
She went.
But swinging butt.
Yeah, to prep these are big outs anyway, but especially turning back over to the top of the order, every hitter coming up this inning hits almost 500. So it's going to be really hard to get 3 of them out in a row. I think Moronis has the ability to do it. We've seen it. But these are some of the biggest outs of the game right now.
Definitely big outs here. 0-2 to the second baseman, and they'll get the easy out there.
Well, that's a big one.
Jane Ord now up to bat. She's had a great game herself.
Here's a big one. Here's a bigger one. The outs she needs to get are just going to keep getting bigger.
Bunt here. Morone's got it, but off the bag was Simpson, so Ord will be safe.
Is that Ord's 3rd bunt base hit of the game? Is that
It might be. As Verstegen will be up to bat. As we just had a baseball come in here from the other game right across from here.
We almost just had a dangerous situation for Morg behind the plate. That ball was eerily close to hitting her on the back of the catcher's mask.
Yes, definitely. Staying up, one down. That'll be ball one. And runner will be going. What's the call here? Safe. Safe at second base.
That's always going to be a tough out to get is Ord at when she's still in a bag. She's so fast. That's why she's been bunting all day long.
Oh yeah,
Easy for her
definitely.
to get on base.
Verstegen swings through that one. Strike one.
2-1. Matt, I want to see the ephus again.
I want to see it too. As that'll be a pop up, and she'll make the catch. And we'll have 2 outs here in this inning with Logan Jenkins up to bat.
Well, you've gotten through the toughest part of the order now.
And we'll see if Morones can give it back to the Sabercats to try and win the game here. As that'll
Ooh.
go through the gap, and a run will score. And that'll make it 9-7 Arcadia.
And that's just tough. Went off right out the edge of her outstretched glove. Good effort. Just couldn't squeeze it inside her glove. It was a hard hit ball too, right at comebacker.
Yep, very hard hit ball. As Olivia Baumgartner will be up to bat. Swings through that one, 0-1.
Her RBI earlier in the game, Bumgarner's at 20 RBIs on the season.
Swings through that one, 0-2.
It is leading team, so this is the main source of runs.
We'll see if she can put this game out of reach, potentially. And she'll pop that one up. Center field. And that'll be the end of the inning. Will Saguaro come back at a 9-7 deficit? We will see when we come back. And we are back to the bottom of the 7th inning, 9-7 Arcadia right now, and Haley Holiday steps up to the plate.
Well, what a way to start it off with your
And she
best
will get
fountain
that
runner.
one right up the middle, and Holiday will get on base. Tying run comes to the plate with Alexa Simpson. Simpson gives this one a ride. And it will be over the glove of the center fielder. And Holiday will not move to third, but now the winning run comes to the plate in the form of Cameron Christensen.
What a drive put into that ball. Again, I thought it was gone off the bat. I thought I was going to get over that wall, but couldn't be pulled in center field. And just like that, 2 pitches, 2 swings. We've got a runner on first and second.
And a chance to tie or win the game here for Christensen. Pops that one up, but out of play. 0-1 the count here to Christensen. That'll be ball 1 here. 1-1 the count. And calls that one a strike. 1-2.
1-2 here. Nobody out. You're still feeling pretty good, but you got to protect here with 2 strikes.
Definitely. Here's the pitch. And that'll be outside, 2-2.
It looks like Arcadia is almost expecting a steal opportunity. Been working away a lot of this at bat.
It's possible, but
I think that in the bottom half of this inning, when you're down 2 runs, it's a little bit risky.
it's a little bit risky, but it looks like they're trying to take some secondary leads here. As that'll be ball 3 here, and that'll be a full count.
Loading the bases with nobody out. Up 2 runs is about the last thing you'd want to do right now.
Yep, just about. Here's the payoff. And swings through that one. And that'll be the first out of the inning.
What a pitch from Verstegen. That's just reared up and threw the gas right down the middle.
As Tyler Moog comes up to bat. That'll be strike 1.
Moog, the catcher, has been a little quiet today.
Looking to get at least 1 here. And that'll be a ground ball to short. And that'll be out. Runners at second and third. 2 outs. And Lainey Paul is the last woman standing.
Sophomore. Just needs a base hit. That's all she needs.
All she needs. Swings through that one. 0-1 the count. Ground ball. Short. And that will be the end of the ball game. Arcadia will win 9-7. For all of us at the Varsity Sports Show, I'm Matthew Singer alongside James Copeland. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time.